All right, let's dive into The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting book. You know, it's got this blend of fiction and self-help,
Oh, yeah.
kind of a self-help thriller almost, promising to unlock your potential. But instead of like just giving you dry advice, he takes us on a journey with these characters who are trying to transform their lives.
What's so cool about that is that it makes it so much more relatable.
Right.
Instead of just like, you should do this.
Do this, do that. Yeah, it's like, okay, well, look at these characters.
Right.
And how they're implementing these principles.
Exactly. And the story itself is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It starts with an entrepreneur and an artist who are both attending this seminar.
Yeah.
It's led by this mysterious figure called the Spellbinder.
Okay.
They're both looking for a way to break through their limitations.
Right.
She's dealing with this hostile takeover of her company, and he's battling like self-sabotage.
That's where the learned victimhood comes in.
Like they're both kind of in their own way playing the victim.
Right.
She feels powerless against these corporate raiders. He's stuck in this cycle of self-doubt. And the seminar and ultimately like the 5 a.m. club is about them breaking free from that mentality and taking control.
And just when you think you know where the story's going, the Spellbinder collapses mid-seminar.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a plot twist.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, this homeless man wearing a Rolex steps in and starts dropping wisdom bombs.
Oh, wow.
It's like quoting philosophers, sharing insights on suffering and growth. It's like he's been observing everything.
Yeah.
Knows exactly what these characters need to hear.
And that's where Sharma really gets you because it turns out the homeless man is actually Stone Riley, a billionaire who's going to become their mentor.
It's like he's not just...
Yeah, he's not just talking the talk.
Spouting theories.
He's walking the walk. He's living proof
that
these principles work. And he invites them to his private island in Mauritius. To really dive deep into the secrets of the 5 a.m. club.
I mean, talk about a change of scenery. It's like Sharma saying, okay, we're serious about transformation here.
Yeah.
Let's get you out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. And it's on this island that he reveals the 5 rules of the 5 a.m. club.
Yeah.
Inscribed on these golden tablets, no less.
The golden tablets.
Yeah, and these rules aren't just about like waking up early. They're about owning your morning.
Right.
Taking control of your day before the world starts demanding your attention. It's about like creating a foundation for focus and intentionality.
Right.
That ripples out into every aspect of your life.
So this morning routine is a big deal, right? But what does it actually look like?
So he calls it the 20-20-20 formula.
Okay.
And this is where I think things get really interesting for people who are actually like trying to apply this stuff. It's not just about setting your alarm clock earlier.
Right.
Sharma has designed this formula based on science. Each 20-minute block is specifically targeted to optimize your physical, mental, and intellectual performance.
Okay.
So the first 20 minutes are for intense exercise.
Okay.
Think high-intensity interval training, something that's really going to get your heart rate up.
Yeah, get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
Wake up the body, but then what?
Absolutely.
You just sit around feeling energized for the rest of the morning.
Not quite.
Yeah.
The next 20 minutes is all about reflection.
Okay.
So this is where you journal, meditate, visualize your goals. It's about quieting the mind, cultivating self-awareness, and getting clarity on what truly matters to you.
So you're saying it's like a 1-2 punch?
Yeah.
First you energize the body.
Yeah.
And then you focus the mind.
Yeah.
I like it. But there's another 20 minutes, right?
Right?
What's the final piece of the puzzle?
The last 20 minutes are dedicated to learning and growth.
Okay.
So this could be reading something inspiring, listening to a podcast, or even working on a personal project.
Okay.
It's about feeding your mind, expanding your knowledge, and stimulating your creativity.
Okay. This is making a lot of sense now.
Yeah.
It's a holistic approach.
Yeah.
You're not just trying to be more productive. You're working on becoming a more well-rounded individual.
Right. Yeah.
You're investing in your physical, mental, and intellectual well-being. But I have to ask, is this 20-20-20 formula really like the magic bullet?
Well, I wouldn't say it's magic, but Sharma argues that this structure allows you to tap into what he calls transient hypofrontality.
Transient hypofrontality.
Now, I know that sounds intimidating, but it's actually a pretty simple idea.
Okay. Break it down for me. What is transient hypofrontality and why should we care?
Basically, it's a state of relaxed focus that enhances creativity.
Okay.
Think about those aha moments you have in the shower or while taking a walk.
Yeah.
Those flashes of insight often happen.
Yeah.
When your mind is relaxed but still alert, That's transient hypofrontality.
So Stone Riley is saying that by structuring our mornings in this very specific way, with exercise, reflection, and learning, we can actually prime our brains for those creative breakthroughs.
Exactly. And he argues that the 20-20-20 formula is actually designed to trigger this state.
Okay.
The intense exercise gets the blood flowing. The reflection allows you to clear your mind and connect with your intuition.
Right.
And the focused learning provides the raw material for your brain to work with.
That's pretty amazing. So it's not just about like getting things done.
Right.
It's about creating the optimal conditions for our minds to work at their best.
Yes.
It's like setting the stage for inspiration.
And here's where it gets even more interesting, is that Sharma talks about how this state of transient hypofrontality was actually key to the creative process of some of history's most brilliant minds.
Oh, wow.
Einstein, for example, was famous for taking long walks and playing the violin to spark his scientific breakthroughs.
So it's not just about sitting at your desk
Right.
and forcing yourself to be creative.
Exactly.
It's about creating space for those aha moments to occur. I'm definitely seeing the appeal of this approach.
Right. And it's about recognizing that our minds need both focus and freedom to truly thrive. And I think that's something that a lot of us can relate to in our always-on, hyper-connected world.
Right.
It's easy to feel like we're constantly doing without ever really being.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's like we're so busy checking things off our to-do lists that we forget to actually engage with our own thoughts and feelings.
Exactly. And that's where the 20 minutes of reflection in the 20-20-20 formula comes in.
Right.
It's about creating that space to connect with ourselves, process our emotions, gain clarity on what truly matters.
Okay. I'm sold. I'm ready to start experimenting with this 20-20-20 formula.
Yeah.
But there's still one thing that's bugging me.
Okay.
We're talking about waking up at 5 a.m., exercising, reflecting, learning.
Yeah.
When do these people actually get any work done?
That's a great question. And I think it goes back to the idea that the 5 a.m. club is about more than just productivity.
Right.
It's about creating a holistic lifestyle that supports your well-being in all areas of your life, including your work.
So it's not about cramming more into your day.
Right.
It's about optimizing the way you use your time and energy.
Exactly. And I think that's what we'll see as we follow the entrepreneur and the artist on their journey.
Yeah.
They're not just learning about productivity hacks. They're learning how to live more intentional, fulfilling lives.
All right. So what happens after Rome?
Well, before they go back, there's one more important stop on their journey.
Okay.
The Roman catacombs.
The Roman catacombs.
And this is where the story takes a bit of a darker turn.
Oh, no. What happens in the catacombs?
Well, remember the spellbinder?
Yeah.
The enigmatic seminar leader who collapsed earlier in the book?
Yeah.
He makes a surprise reappearance.
Okay.
But this time he's not talking about productivity hacks.
Yeah.
He's talking about the importance of sleep.
Sleep? Really? I thought this was all about waking up early.
That's the beauty of the 5 a.m. club.
Okay.
It's not just about pushing yourself to the limit.
Right.
It's about understanding the natural rhythms of your body and mind.
Okay. I'm listening. What does the spellbinder have to say about sleep?
He talks about the science of sleep.
Okay.
How it's essential for physical and mental restoration, and how chronic sleep deprivation can have serious consequences for our health, well-being, and even our cognitive function.
So it's like a yin and yang thing.
Yes.
You need the energy and focus of the 5 a.m. routine.
Right.
But you also need to balance that with rest and recovery.
Exactly. And that's a message that I think a lot of people in our culture need to hear.
Right.
We're so obsessed with productivity and achievement that we often neglect the importance of sleep. But as the spellbinder points out, ignoring our need for rest is a recipe for burnout.
So the 5 a.m. club is about creating a sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah.
Not just burning the candle at both ends.
Exactly.
It's about finding a balance that works for you. So we left off with our entrepreneur and the artist getting a crash course in the science of sleep.
Right.
From a rather unexpected source.
Yeah.
The spellbinder himself.
It's a pretty interesting twist, right? You'd think a book all about waking up early would be all about like maximizing every minute of the day.
Yeah, it's kind of a counterintuitive message in our always-on culture. We're so conditioned to think that more is always better.
Yeah.
Sleep is for the weak.
Right.
But Sharma is making the case that neglecting sleep actually sabotages our performance in the long run.
Exactly. It's like trying to run a car without ever changing the oil.
Right.
Eventually, it's going to break down.
Yeah.
And that's what we see happening with so many people today.
Yeah.
They're burning the candle at both ends, sacrificing sleep in the name of productivity,
right,
and ultimately ending up exhausted, stressed, and less effective.
So what's the solution? How do we find that balance between, like, pushing ourselves and taking care of our well-being?
Well, that's what Stone Riley guides our protagonists through.
Okay.
They emerge from the Roman catacombs with a newfound appreciation for sleep.
Okay.
And a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all aspects of their lives.
Okay.
And as they head back to their own lives, they start putting these principles into practice.
So they go back to their regular routines, but with this new 5 a.m. twist.
Well, it's not quite that simple.
Right.
Remember, the 5 a.m. Club isn't just about checking off tasks. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values and aspirations.
So it's not just about being more productive.
Yeah.
It's about being more intentional.
Right.
With your time and energy. I'm curious, how does this play out for the entrepreneur and the artist?
Well, they definitely face challenges.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy to change deeply ingrained habits.
Right.
Especially when, like, the rest of the world isn't operating on your schedule.
Right.
But they support each other, holding each other accountable, reminding each other why they embarked on this journey in the first place.
That makes sense. It's like having a workout buddy.
Yeah.
But for your entire life.
Exactly.
You need that support system to keep you motivated when things get tough.
Absolutely. And it's through their struggles and triumphs that we as readers learn the nuances of the 5 a.m. Club.
Okay.
For example, the entrepreneur realizes that her old habit of constantly checking email and social media was actually hindering her creativity and focus.
It's so easy to get sucked into that.
Yeah, so she implements what Stone Riley calls 0 device days.
0 device days.
Carving out periods of time where she completely disconnects from technology.
2 whole days a week without your phone. I don't know if I can handle that.
It sounds daunting, right?
Yeah.
But she discovers that by creating those boundaries, she's actually able to be more present and engaged when she is working, and her creativity soars.
It's like what we were talking about earlier with transient hypofrontality.
Yes.
By giving her mind a break from that constant stimulation.
Right.
She's creating the space for new ideas to emerge.
Exactly. And it's not just about work.
Yeah.
She also starts prioritizing experiences over material possessions.
Okay.
Just like Stone Riley encouraged. She begins taking regular walks in nature.
Okay.
Reconnecting with old friends.
Yeah.
And pursuing hobbies she had neglected.
So she's really embodying that whole work-life balance thing.
Yes.
But what about the artist? How does he fare back in his own world?
Well, remember, he was struggling with self-sabotage.
Right.
Well, the 5 a.m. routine helps him establish a sense of structure and discipline that had been missing from his life. He starts waking up early to paint, channeling the quiet energy of the morning into his art.
So it's like the 5 a.m. routine provides a container for his creativity.
Yes.
A framework that allows him to flourish.
Precisely. And as he commits to the routine, he notices a shift in his mindset.
Okay.
He's less prone to self-doubt, more confident in his abilities.
It's like the discipline of the routine is spilling over into other areas of his life.
Yes.
He's proving to himself that he can follow through.
Right.
He can be reliable, and that's building his self-esteem.
Exactly. And it's not just about self-improvement.
Okay.
He also starts using his art to connect with others.
Oh, wow.
Teaching painting classes to underprivileged children.
That's awesome.
And donating his work to local charities.
Wow, that's amazing. So he's not just becoming a better artist.
Right.
He's becoming a better person.
Yes.
He's using his talents to make a positive impact on the world.
And that brings us to another key concept from the 5 a.m. Club.
Okay.
The idea of the heroic human circle.
The heroic human circle.
It's a model that emphasizes the importance of living a life that is not just successful, but also virtuous and meaningful.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What are the virtues in this heroic human circle?
Well, the virtues include things like honesty, authenticity, integrity, service, excellence, and growth.
Okay.
And the idea is that by cultivating these virtues in ourselves, we not only become better individuals, but we also inspire those around us to do the same.
It's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
You start by improving yourself, and that has a positive impact on your family, your community, ultimately the world.
Precisely.
And how does this all tie back to the 5 a.m. routine?
Well, the 5 a.m. routine is the foundation for all of this. Okay.
It provides the time and space for you to work on yourself, to develop your character, and to align your actions with your values.
I'm starting to see how this all comes together. It's not just about waking up early. It's about creating a life of purpose and meaning.
Yes.
But I have to be honest, it still sounds incredibly challenging.
Yeah.
Is it really possible for, like, ordinary people to achieve this level of self-mastery?
Well, that's what we'll continue to explore as we dive deeper into the book.
Okay.
But I think it's important to remember that the 5 a.m. Club is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
It's about progress, not perfection.
So it's not about becoming some kind of superhuman.
Right.
It's about striving to be the best version of yourself.
Exactly. And that's what I find so inspiring about Sharma's message.
Yeah.
He's not saying it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
But he's saying it's possible.
Right.
And that's a message that I think we all need to hear.
Okay, so we've got the sleep piece. We've got the virtue piece.
We've got the community piece.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that Stone Riley throws at our intrepid 5-aimers?
Oh, there's plenty more. Remember those investors who were trying to take over the entrepreneur's company?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they haven't given up. In fact, they escalate their tactics.
Oh, no.
Leading to a dramatic encounter.
What happens? Does he try to kidnap her?
It's more intense than that.
Oh, no.
They actually hire a gunman to threaten her fiancé, the artist.
Oh, my.
It's a terrifying situation that forces her to confront her fears and act decisively.
Wow. That's intense.
Yeah.
So what does she do? Does she call the police?
Well, this is where we see the true impact of the 5 a.m. Club.
Okay.
She doesn't panic.
Right.
Instead, she draws on the inner strength and clarity she's developed through her morning routine.
Oh, okay.
She remains calm, assesses the situation, and ultimately manages to de-escalate the situation.
Wow.
Saving her fiancé in the process.
That's amazing. It's like all that time spent on self-reflection and mindfulness.
Actually paid off in a real-life crisis.
Yeah, it did.
It's like she's become this calm, centered warrior.
Exactly. And it's a powerful demonstration of how the principles of the 5 a.m. Club can extend far beyond productivity and self-improvement.
Right.
They can equip you with the mental and emotional tools to navigate the challenges and uncertainties of life.
It's like she's leveled up in some kind of real-life video game.
Yeah.
She's unlocked new skills and abilities through her commitment to the 5 a.m. lifestyle.
And it's through this experience that she realizes that the 5 a.m. Club is about more than just achieving success.
Okay.
It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle success, who can weather the storms, and emerge stronger on the other side.
It's about building resilience, both internal and external.
Exactly.
I'm really starting to see the depth of Sharma's message here. Yeah. It's not just about hustling harder.
Right.
It's about becoming a more well-rounded, capable human being. Exactly. And this incident also serves as a reminder that even when you're committed to personal growth, life is still going to throw you curveballs.
Yeah.
There will be challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles.
Right.
But the tools and mindset you develop through the 5 a.m. Club can help you navigate those challenges with grace and resilience.
So it's like a continuous cycle of growth and adaptation.
Exactly.
You're constantly learning, evolving, and becoming more equipped to handle whatever life throws your way.
Precisely. And that brings us to the next phase of the entrepreneur and artist's journey. Having faced this external threat and emerged stronger, they're ready for the final leg of their mentorship with Stone Riley.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat. What happens next? Where do they go?
Well, for their final lesson, Stone Riley takes them to Franschhoek, South Africa.
South Africa.
A region renowned for its stunning vineyards.
Vineyards. It seems like a pretty luxurious setting for a self-improvement boot camp.
It's more than just a change of scenery. The setting actually plays a significant role in the lessons that Stone Riley is about to share.
Okay. I'm intrigued what wisdom awaits them amongst the vines.
Well, amidst the rolling hills and fertile landscapes, Stone Riley reveals one of his most profound insights.
Okay.
The twin cycles of elite performance.
Twin cycles of elite performance.
This concept emphasizes the importance of balancing periods of intense effort with periods of deliberate recovery.
It's like that old adage, work hard, play hard.
Right.
But with a more intentional approach.
Exactly. Stone Riley argues that rest isn't just about recharging your batteries. It's an essential component of sustained success. He points out that many great thinkers and creators throughout history embraced leisure activities as a way to stimulate their creativity and enhance their overall well-being.
Like Einstein playing the violin.
Precisely. Yeah. He also cites examples like Aristotle and Charles Dickens, taking daily walks, Steve Wozniak playing polo, Bill Gates mastering bridge, and Sergey Brin training on a trapeze.
Wow. That's quite a range of hobbies. I never knew Sergey Brin was a trapeze artist.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to see how these high achievers prioritized activities that seemingly have nothing to do with their work.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that our best ideas often come when we're not actively working, when we allow our minds to wander and make unexpected connections.
So it's like stepping away from the canvas can actually help you see the bigger picture.
And it's not just about hobbies. Stone Riley also emphasizes the importance of taking regular breaks from work, 2 full days off each week, even longer vacations throughout the year.
Wow.
He even advocates for what he calls zero device days, completely disconnecting from technology to fully recharge and reconnect with yourself.
Okay, that's hardcore 2 full days a week without checking email.
Yeah.
Scrolling through social media, it sounds almost impossible in our hyper-connected world.
It's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
But Stone Riley argues that creating these boundaries is essential for maintaining your mental and emotional well-being. He points out that burnout is often the result of neglecting our need for rest and rejuvenation.
It's like we're running a marathon at a sprint pace. And we're bound to crash eventually.
And that's what the twin cycles of elite performance is all about. It's about finding a sustainable rhythm for your life, alternating periods of intense effort with periods of deliberate recovery.
So it's not about becoming a workaholic. It's about finding a way to integrate work and life in a way that's both fulfilling and sustainable. I'm really starting to see the appeal of this approach.
And it's not just about personal well-being. Stone Riley argues that this balanced approach actually leads to greater productivity and creativity in the long run.
So it's not just about feeling good. It's about performing at your best. It's about maximizing your potential without burning yourself out.
Exactly. And as the entrepreneur and artist embrace these principles, they begin to experience the transformative power of the twin cycles of elite performance firsthand.
So they're working hard, they're playing hard, they're taking care of themselves. What's the final piece of the puzzle? What's the ultimate takeaway from their mentorship with Stone Riley?
Well, as their journey with Stone Riley comes to an end, he shares a final piece of wisdom that ties everything together. He reveals that true wealth and fulfillment lie not in material possessions or external achievements, but in the richness of our relationships, the depth of our experiences, and the legacy we leave behind.
It's like he's saying that success is meaningless if you don't have anyone to share it with. Or if you haven't made a positive impact on the world.
Exactly. And he emphasizes the importance of living a life of purpose, of aligning your actions with your values, and of making a difference in the lives of others. He reminds them that life is precious and fleeting, and that we should strive to make the most of every moment.
So it's not just about achieving your own goals. It's about contributing to something larger than yourself. It's about leaving the world a better place than you found it.
Precisely. And to symbolize these final lessons, Stone Riley presents the entrepreneur and the artist with a box. Containing 11 magic charms. Each representing a key principle for living a fulfilling life.
That sounds intriguing. Tell me more about these charms. What do they represent?
Each charm is like a little nugget of wisdom. A tangible reminder of the principles they've learned throughout their journey. For example, one of the charms is a mirror. Representing the importance of self-awareness and solitude. The inscription on the mirror reads, to create magic in the world. Own the magic within yourself.
It's like he's saying that true transformation starts from within.
Yeah.
You have to know yourself, understand your strengths and weaknesses, and cultivate a strong sense of self-worth.
Exactly. Another charm is a flower.
Okay.
Symbolizing the importance of prioritizing experiences over material possessions.
Right.
The inscription on the flower reads, "Collect miraculous experiences over material things."
It's a beautiful sentiment. It's like he's encouraging them to shift their focus.
Yeah.
From acquiring things to creating memories, from accumulating wealth to cultivating a rich and meaningful life.
And the final charm is an hourglass.
Okay.
A potent symbol of the fleeting nature of time.
Right.
The inscription on the hourglass reads, "Live like a hero. Leave a legacy."
It's a powerful reminder to live each day with intention.
Right.
To make choices that align with your values. And to strive to make a positive impact on the world.
And with those final words of wisdom,
Yeah.
Stone Riley bids farewell to his protégés, leaving them to continue their journey and create their own legacies. But there's one final twist.
Oh, no. Does Stone Riley get kidnapped by those investors?
Not quite. He reveals that he's been battling a serious illness all along.
Wow, that's heavy. So all this time he's been mentoring them.
Yeah.
Sharing his wisdom, pushing them to be their best. He's been dealing with his own mortality.
He has.
That puts a whole new spin on things.
It does, and it makes his message even more poignant.
Yeah.
He's not just talking about success. He's talking about living a life of purpose and meaning, even in the face of adversity.
Right.
He's demonstrating that true fulfillment comes from embracing the present moment, connecting with others, and making a positive contribution to the world.
It's a powerful reminder that life is precious and unpredictable.
It is.
And it makes me wonder, if we knew our time was limited, would we make different choices?
Yeah.
Would we prioritize the things that truly matter?
That's a profound question.
Yeah.
And it's something that the 5 a.m. Club invites us to contemplate.
Right.
It's a call to action to live each day with intention, to pursue our passions, to nurture our relationships, and to make a difference in the world.
It's like Stone Riley's final gift to the entrepreneur and the artist and to us as readers is the realization that we have the power to create extraordinary lives.
Yes.
Regardless of the circumstances.
And with that, we reach the end of the entrepreneur and the artist formal mentorship with Stone Riley.
Yep.
But their journey of self-discovery and transformation is far from over.
Okay. I'm dying to know what happens next. Do they go back to their old lives, or do they take what they've learned and create something entirely new?
Well, that's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
All right. I can't wait. Okay. So we left off with the entrepreneur and the artist, kind of at this crossroads, right?
Right.
They've gone through this incredible transformation with Stone Riley.
Right.
But now they're back in the real world.
They're back to reality.
And it's like, okay, how does this 5 a.m. magic actually work?
Yeah. Does it stick?
When you don't have a billionaire mentor whisking you off to private islands.
Exactly.
And, like, life gets in the way.
You've got work deadlines and family commitments.
Right. All the things.
And those investors are still lurking in the background.
Yeah. I forgot about them.
Yeah, they haven't given up.
So what happens? Do the entrepreneur and artist, fall back into their old habits?
Well, it's not quite that simple. I mean, Sharma doesn't sugarcoat the challenges.
Right.
He acknowledges that it's not easy to maintain these new habits.
Yeah.
Especially when the rest of the world isn't operating on your 5 a.m. schedule.
Right. It's like you're trying to swim upstream.
Exactly. But the beauty of the 5 a.m. Club is that it's not about achieving some kind of perfect, effortless existence.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the journey,
right?
The ups and downs and the constant striving for growth.
So it's not about becoming a superhuman?
No.
It's about becoming the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like for you.
Exactly. And that's what we see happening with the entrepreneur and the artist.
Yep.
They don't just go back to their old lives. They take what they've learned and create something entirely new.
Okay.
They integrate the principles of the 5 a.m. Club into the fabric of their lives.
Right.
Adapting and evolving as they go.
So give me some specifics. How does this all play out in their lives?
Well, for the entrepreneur, it's about finding a new balance between her ambition and her well-being. She still works hard, but she's no longer driven by that relentless need to prove herself.
Right. She's not just a workaholic anymore.
No, she's learned to set boundaries, prioritize her health and relationships, and to delegate tasks that don't align with her core strengths.
So it's like she's found a way to be successful without sacrificing her soul.
Yeah.
She's not just chasing profits.
Right.
She's building a business that reflects her values and makes a positive impact on the world.
Exactly. And for the artist,
yeah.
it's about channeling his creativity into a sustainable and fulfilling career.
Okay.
He continues to wake up early to paint, but he's no longer driven by self-doubt or the fear of failure.
It's like he's finally free.
Yeah, he's found a sense of purpose in sharing his art with others, teaching classes, mentoring young artists.
That's awesome.
And using his platform to advocate for causes he believes in.
So they're both finding a way to live lives that are both personally meaningful and impactful for others.
Right.
It's like they've tapped into that heroic human circle that Stone Raleigh talked about.
Precisely. And what's remarkable is that they're not doing this alone. Right. They've become each other's support system.
Yeah.
Encouraging each other, holding each other accountable.
Right, like that workout buddy, but for life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Celebrating each other's successes.
It's like they've created their own little 5 a.m. club, a community of two dedicated to personal growth and positive change.
And that's what Sharma's ultimately suggesting, right?
Yeah.
That true transformation is often sparked by connection, by finding people who share your values and inspire you to be your best self.
I love that idea, like that old African proverb. If you want to go fast, go alone.
Yeah.
If you want to go far, go do it together.
Exactly. And as the book comes to a close,
yeah.
we're left with the sense that the entrepreneur and artist's journey is just beginning.
Right.
They've planted the seeds for a more fulfilling and meaningful life.
Yeah.
And those seeds are starting to sprout and grow.
And I think that's what makes the 5 a.m. Club such a powerful and enduring book.
Yeah.
It's not just a set of rules or a quick fix. It's an invitation to embark on a lifelong journey of self-discovery and transformation.
It's a reminder that we all have the potential to create extraordinary lives.
Yeah.
To make a difference in the world and to leave behind a legacy that matters.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club, I'm left with this feeling of inspiration and possibility. It's like Sharma's given us a roadmap, a set of tools, and a permission slip to dream bigger and live more intentionally.
And I think the most important takeaway is that it's never too late to start.
Right.
Whether you're a seasoned executive or a struggling artist, a stay-at-home parent or a college student, you have the power to choose how you start your day, how you use your time, and how you shape your life.
And maybe, just maybe, by embracing the principles of the 5 a.m. Club, we can create a ripple effect of positive change, inspiring not just ourselves but those around us to live lives of purpose, passion, and impact. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club.
It's been a pleasure.
I think we both learned a lot.
I know I did.
And hopefully our listeners did too.
Yeah, and remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
That's right.
And that step could be as simple as setting your alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Who knows what adventures await?
You never know.